AI Jesus Medium and the Bible. In the last episode, we shared the recent developments of many tools in AI or artificial intelligence which stormed the internet and got the attention of many people. And that is getting into the hands of the general public with scary capabilities. However, it brings challenges. We discussed the historical figures app and more akin to the creation of AI Jesus, which could not be the sole accomplishment of that app, but a potential of AI technology and others, of course. I started sharing some of the fears and concerns of the emerging AI Jesus, which we will continue to address. We started to address and tackle the question about the AI Jesus replacing the real one, what it meant to Christianity and to the relationship with God. We saw that Jesus was more than a historical figure, was human and divine, and the scriptures claim that he is alive and promised to be with his followers, always in a very real sense. And finally, he wants to have a relationship with his children. So that episode dealt with the identity of the real Jesus and that of the AI Jesus. For more detail, listen to the previous episode. Today, we will address what the emergent AI Jesus might eventually become. And that reminds me of a biblical episode in 1 Samuel chapter 28, where King Saul faced a battle against the Philistines and was unsure how to proceed. After consulting God, he did not get any answers from God through the appropriated means, as we see in verse 6 of 1 Samuel chapter 28. He then believes that he could connect with the already dead prophet Samuel, which anointed him as king, according to 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 27 to chapter 10, verse 1. And that was a prohibited practice to get the answer he was looking for. So Saul had acted towards that same goal, not consulting the dead people, as we see in verse 3 of 1 Samuel chapter 28. He chased those that mediated communication with the dead, as Deuteronomy 18, 9 to 14 says. In there, the instruction is clear to expel medium from the land because it was abominable to their God. In his authority, God determines the proper ways to connect with him. As king, Saul needed to copy the book of the law, learn from it, and practice it during his reign. If the king wanted to have God above him and determine the affairs in his domain, he needed to follow the book. And this instruction is in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 18. So, consulting a medium for a response God was silent about, or for any other matter, was not allowed by God. Whatever debate one is willing to have, it is not only what the wrongdoing of King Saul in his despair at that time only. That was not the only instance he did that. The biblical text portrays him as repeating the same mistake over again and yet again. In the past, he did not wait patiently for the prophet Samuel to perform his duties. Instead, he took Samuel's role and did what he was not supposed to do due to his lack of patience. But more importantly, because he wanted something from God and was willing to get it at all cost, no matter what. Consequently, his kingdom was later on removed and divided. also known as the kingdom of Israel and that of Judah, as 1 Samuel 13, verse 1 to 18 tell us. To wait in those instances seems clear that it would be the antidote to his problems, to solve problems. He broke his relationship with God because he was unwilling to wait and not break existing boundaries. You see, it does not differ much from the world we live in today, which runs in the same rapid fashion. So the things that we want are bad for now. There is no time to wait for a process that can take longer than what we are willing to endure. The moment one pleasures something is the moment one must have it. And the economic culture of no need to wait, I think, plays a role as well. Our current culture has the precondition of Saul's heart, which enable the proclivity to act as Saul, which we need to watch. From that biblical episode that we just shared above, it seems clear that no one who believes in God should consult a medium, spiritualist, or necromancy in their pursuit to immediate satisfaction of pleasures not yet granted by God, or maybe will never be granted. So therefore, the invitation is to trust God through the process revealed and learn patience when that process will not grant an immediate gratification or solution to our problems. But still, a question remains. Would AI Jesus fall into the category of a modern medium or modern spiritualism? This question will be addressed in the next episode. But for now, practice patience and wait on God.